What's up, y'all? It's your boy eBay Fight Predictions in the building, and I wanted to break down Santiago Ponzinibbio versus Jingliang. Man, this is a great fucking fight. I'm sorry, I couldn't talk for a second because the king is back, man. The king is fucking back, man. Ponzi, I love that dude, man. That dude he's so fucking good, man. He is so fucking good. But let's look at the stats, man. 27-3, fights out of Argentina, age 34, height 6 foot, and a reach of 73. Lee or the Leech. I like the nickname. That's pretty dope. 17-6, fights out of China, age 32. Height 6 foot and reach 72. So really, there's not a really big difference in height and reach. It's only by one. But really, I think there's a big difference in skill. If we're gonna if we're gonna be honest, Ponzi, he's been around the block for a minute, man. He's fought a long time, but he really started making a big name for himself really right when he knocked fucking Gunnar Nelson out, then beat Mike Perry, and then destroyed Neil Magny, who's gonna be main eventing in a card on Wednesday. So I think Ponzi has really proven himself, but he has wins over Court McGee, Sean Strickland, Zach Cummins, like guys like that, good, hardworking guys, but he also has losses to Lorenz Larkin and Ryan LaFair, and Lorenz Larkin is a great fighter. I think Lorenz is his striking is it's very sharp, and those guys were going at it, and Lorenz got him, he stopped him. The knockdown was insane, like he got him bad. And it is what it is. He does have a win over Leonardo Santos, who's a lightweight that's has wins over Kevin Lee and stuff like that. The guy has been around the block. I just don't like the excessive breaks that he took, and just not fighting. He was supposed to fight Robbie Lawler, and I think at UFC 245, and that that would have been awesome if they would have ever fought. I really humbly do believe if he would have fought Kumar Usman. The day they were scheduled to fight, I think he would have beat Kumar Usman that day. I don't know about now, but that's how I felt, back in the day. But if we look at the Leech, right, Jingliang, he's a good fighter, man. He is not a bad fighter. He's a scrapper, man. He started really making a real push when he did have a loss to Jake Matthews, but I think his first UFC fight he's been around for a minute. I think at the UFC 73, Brau versus Dillashaw versus David Matroit, which was a split decision. But I started really noticing him when he beat Camacho. Then I seen his Zach Owado finish, which was insane. And then Jake Matthews ended up taking him out, which was I was really impressed with Matthews. Matthews just wrestling and just his ability to mix things up in the striking and stuff like that really helped him a lot. But then he went on another fucking really decent run, being Douchi Avi, David Zawada, and then what he did to Zaleski dos Santos. I think Zaleski was coming off a really impressive win streak himself, right? He was, I think, an 8-fight win streak. And then he capped it off beating Curtis Melinder. He had wins over Sean Strickland, Max Griffin, Liam Good, which is a split. Omari Makadev. He finished Omari, and Omari is like a top 15 middleweight right now, just fucking slamming people. But when he beat that guy, I was like, wow, this guy's really good. I mean, Jingliang looked amazing. I felt like he won the first 2 rounds, and then I'll never forget this. He told his coach, "I'm gonna finish the fight." And he fucking finished it. He's a murderer. And I kind of, maybe I gave him a little too much credit, but that Zaleski dos Santos performance really had me sold on him, because I think Zaleski dos Santos is phenomenal, and he's just a precise striker, has good grappling, and just good at everything. And when he fought Neil Magny, I ended up picking Jingliang, and Neil Magny put out performance on him and ended up beating him. Now, obviously, they have that common opponent in Neil Magny. MMA math is not something you want to use, but the way Magny beat him, I feel like Santiago can do that. Santiago has, precise leg kicks. His boxing is super crisp. The way he switches angles is awesome. The way he did Mike Perry, and that was a Mike Perry, and in my humble opinion, was a good fighter. And, more than just a good fighter, I felt like he had raw talent, raw power, and we thought Mike Perry was really good. I think he was in the rankings back then, too. But Santiago, I think, even though he's coming off a 2-year layoff, right, and he is 34, so he's kind of like he's coming towards the end of his prime, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. And Lee's 32, and he's not playing around, man. He's been here for a minute. He got beat. I don't know what kind of camp situation he was in for Magny. I heard that he didn't have that much of a camp, so maybe that was the reason why he lost. But I think Magny was just better than him, just overall. I just if you look at what happened in that fight, but in terms of what Jingliang has accomplished, he has the skills to beat a how do I say it? I wouldn't say watered down, or you could even call him a degraded Ponzinibbio if that's what Ponzinibbio ends up showing up on that fight. I think Jingliang has a lot of potential. I have a lot of respect for him. I think he's great. I think he deserves some respect. But I think Ponzinibbio, what he's accomplished, his reputation, and everything he's done in the sport, we have to give him a lot of respect. And I'm basing that really pick on that. I think I just have to see. It's just the unknown, and I'm basing it off his last performance against Neil Magny, a guy that was on a 3-fight win streak since then. He destroyed that dude, man. He killed him. And that's why I really am picking Ponzinibbio. I think Ponzinibbio is, I love Colby Covington, right? But that is my true legitimate dark horse of the division. And I truly believe he can compete with the best of them. Gilbert Burns, Jorge Masvidal, fucking who else? Usman, watch the fuck out. They have to watch the fuck out. I thought if he ever fought fucking Woodley, he would destroy when Woodley was champ and everyone has some respect for him. I know nobody has respect for him now, but when Woodley was champ, there was this I wouldn't say discussion, but Woodley was mentioning his name. I would love to fight Ponzinibbio. I was like, dude, you're gonna get smoked if you fight a guy like Ponzinibbio. So I think Ponzi, he should beat this by he should get this done by decision. I think his pacing. I think he shouldn't just try to finish G. I think G has a really good chin. I think he has a fighter spirit. So I would like for him to just use his pace. Just make it an MMA fight. If he can wrestle. I think he'll win this by decision. He'll just outwork him, and he'll do what he got to do. I just want this to be similar to the Mike Perry fight, because Jingliang does pack a punch, and he can knock motherfuckers out. He is not no punk. And so hope you guys enjoyed the breakdown of Ponzinibbio versus Jingliang. The King is back. I can't wait to see him fucking fight. I just hope he doesn't get hurt or anything bad happens to him. But yeah, don't forget to follow me on my Twitter. Don't forget to follow me on my Instagram. What else? Subscribe, like, comment. I really want to talk to you guys. Obviously, I would appreciate if you guys would comment. I see 15 likes, but I don't see a lot of comments. I would love for you guys to comment. What else? Go click the notification button. And I guess that's it. Love y'all and goodbye.